Let's talk about something that's getting under my skin. Let's talk about something that makes me caveman angry.
Bang, bang, bang! Oh,
I am, of course, talking about growth on YouTube and how it is fundamentally busted. However, before I get into that, speaking of growth, if you're new here for whatever reason, why not go ahead and subscribe? It just takes a second, and so many of you aren't subscribed already. It helps out the channel way more than you know. I saw an article a couple of days ago, and f*** me if I can find it again. But it was talking about how the age of big YouTubers is over, and now it's all about YouTubers exposing other YouTubers. And I've mentioned this before in a video that is, of course, private now, but commentary is and has been one of the fastest growing genres on YouTube for the longest time now. And why is that? Well, I mean, simple math. Commentary videos tend to be longer form. They tend to accrue more watch time, which promotes them in YouTube's algorithm. They tend to draw more interactivity, like the likes and the comments that people post, because the algorithm sees a hellstorm in the comments and think people are discussing around this video, so I should promote this video more. Ergo, the video grows. Ergo, the creator grows. And this isn't to shit on every single commentary channel out there. I mean, then I would be pretty hypocritical. Look at me now. I'd suppose it's about what that growth represents. While commentary channels are busy getting all the clicks, all of the views, all the attention, smaller channels and creators doing what they actually enjoy are getting shoved to the fucking corner. It's the equivalent of opening up a McDonald's next to a mom and pop restaurant. The McDonald's is going to get more attention, draw more business, and the mom and pop restaurant, while having its dedicated following, is slowly going to dwindle over time and be shoved out by the big business. This isn't just about commentary channels either. You want another good example? Think of those hey shit ass memes that you've probably been seeing all over your fucking recommended page. The channels that have been posting those have been growing exponentially in subscribers and views. I see comments on the videos talking about how the channel was just at 300 subscribers and now they're at 3,000. And sure, if you're enjoying making those memes, alright, go off I guess, but you need to also remember that fame that you're pouring from, that well of clicks, is a community well. It's one that needs to be shared. But if you're comfortable knowing that you're robbing small creators of the attention that their work deserves, I mean, hey, I can't stop you. I can't stop any of you from enjoying any kind of content that you like. This isn't to tell you, oh, you can't like this anymore. Oh, fuck no. You can like whatever you want. I'm telling you to be aware of what the attention you're giving to these people is doing to other people on the website. Think about it another way. You know that whole PewDiePie shadow ban situation that has started about a day or two ago? Look at how fast videos on that topic popped up. I mean, the devil works fast, but commentators work faster. People were ready to fucking jump on that, and why were they so ready? Well, part of it could be maybe they're passionate about news or talking about the situation. I mean, it is kind of fucked up what YouTube is doing and has been doing. However, I also propose that they're not stupid and they know that that gets the clicks. I mean, shit, I'm guilty of it with this thumbnail, but I had to get you in somehow. You fell for it, right? That's not to say I don't love you. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to my ass drag on for however long this video is, but it's just another example. I talk with my friends who are smaller creators and they talk about how crushing it is to see channels that are just making these memes or that are making these click stories and blowing up like fucking lightning while they're over here playing games with their friends or talking about things that they're actually passionate about and suffering for it. Maybe it's humans' reality TV-like instinct to click into a nice juicy story about some drama. I mean, who doesn't love that, right? When we're so robbed of anything happening in our personal life, when something's happening on the outside world and we hear people talking about it, we feel included. We feel like we're on the right side of history, That's so important to some people. For some people, it goes even deeper. I mean, they feel like they just have to be right, They feel like if they're not making a statement about a certain topic, they're being left behind, or they're doing something wrong, or they'll catch flack for it. To some extent, that's true. I mean, YouTube punishes channels for that kind of stuff. Think about it. When you're a commentary channel that's posted mostly long-form videos, how do you think your audience will react when you, out of nowhere, say, I don't know, post yourself playing Among Us with your friends? Sure, you'll have some members of your audience that are drawn to you based off of your personality alone. That's your dedicated fan base, that's your people that will stick around, and you'll still see some numbers. But when you compare it to the rest of your stuff, you'll notice the difference. And you'll notice that if you keep posting things that deviate from your theme, you'll get an audience drop-off. You owe that part to personal interest. I mean, some people just don't want to stick around to see that change, whatever, they'll go do their own thing, but that lack of dedication only serves to hurt the creator. That's why you'll hear creators talk about, oh, if you really want to hurt me, don't do anything. Don't even touch the video. Because that's right. When you don't touch the video, when you don't click on it, it's the worst thing that you can do. It shows the algorithm that no one wants to pay attention to this, so why should I prioritize this? That goes double for if a video is monetized. If you have the ability to monetize your videos and your video underperforms, YouTube views it even worse. They're like, oh, not only are people not paying attention to it, but as a result of people not paying attention to it, we can't profit off of this. Our sponsors can't profit off of this. So why should we promote this when we could promote, commentary channel number 50 or Minecraft channel number 86, and they'll make us shit tons of money? To a degree, it's business sense, right? I mean, in the sickest way possible, but it's business sense. But looking at it through a more moral telescope, you start to see the bigger picture. You start to see people who just had dreams of doing what they love, of doing what the people that they looked up to did, and watching it all go up in smoke. And you could just as easily say that, well, if you have that weak of a constitution, or if your resolve is that weak, why are you even on the site? But it shouldn't have to be boiled down to that. In an ideal world, people should be able to do what they like. Not just that, people should be able to share what they like doing with other people in hopes of bringing some kind of positivity to those other people. Look, I even feel shitty when I go without uploading. I mean, I understand that it's for my own mental health, but I just get that bad, twisting feeling inside of me, whether that's the numbers game or whatever it is playing tricks on my head. I hear the voice inside of me saying, you didn't upload today, so what if there was someone in your audience who needed that upload, who needed that distraction, who needed something to look at, and you weren't there to give it to them? And now they're hurting because of it. So much to play on the mind of a single person. And I'm not the only one facing this. So many other people definitely feel this. And of course you have small creators who push on for an audience of 10 or 20 or even 1. And those are the people that are going to make it someday, I'm sure of it, or at least deserve to make it. They're not stunted or deterred by the overpowering numbers game against them. And that takes power. That takes dedication. That takes a will like fucking steel. If you're one of those people, I'm so proud of you. I hope people say that to you every day. I hope you say that to yourself too. That's for the people who are out here uploading their Pokemon Let's Plays to 40 or 5 viewers. That's the people out there putting hours of work into editing their funny moments montages that get single or double-digit views. They're making the best of a broken system. And while I commend their work, they shouldn't have to do that in the first place. Yeah, everyone can't be famous, and everyone can't have a piece of the pie when there's only so much to go around. So why not make more pies then? Why not, instead of cutting from one pie, we take a second to enjoy other flavors? Why just stop and smell one flower when you're in the middle of a garden? There's so much good to be found on this website in small creators, and when you do find someone that is not getting any of the recognition they deserve, it feels like a diamond in the rough. It adds so much of an attachment, and I mean, I suppose that's a good thing, because then you feel, oh, I'm here before they blow up. But maybe they should be big from the start, Why are we still giving attention to the Paul brothers? Why are we giving clicks to Blair White or Mini Guy. I can't say his name because YouTube will Zeus strike me at the mere mention of this motherfucker. YouTube is content to promote predators, animal abusers, and duplicitous, mask-wearing motherfuckers before it will promote people who are just trying to make it. Doesn't that just say everything? I mean, I get it. Kids are a thing. Everyone, again, has their own interest. I feel like a broken record saying that I get it, but you just have to consider each side of the argument so that you can point out how drastic the end is, you know? You have to look at above and beneath the water before you can ride on it, right? Or else you're not making an educated statement. I could just as easily come on here and say commentary bad, famous people bad, small people good, end of story, but I'm not. I'm trying to convey to you that as much as I can see both sides of the coin, I'd rather introduce a second coin before I started bargaining on flipping heads or tails. If you're a small creator watching this, or if you're someone who's thinking of starting a channel and watching this, please take all of this into consideration. Don't let it deter you. Push on. If we give up, we're only telling YouTube that they win. But don't stop it at just making the content. Interact with the community that you're in. It will not be as easy as just jumping on someone else's video or jumping on a random subreddit or jumping on a random forum and saying sub for sub please, or hey, watch my video. First of all, that's poor advertising. You need a hook or something like that. But aside from that, interact with other smaller creators. Even if it's going to someone's channel that you don't even watch, subscribe to them. It's free. It takes 1 second. Watch some of their video, even if it's just 2 minutes. Actually, make it over 2 minutes because YouTube is starting to delete subscriptions when you aren't watching enough of someone's video. Comment on the video. Let the algorithm know, hey, this is what people should be talking about. You don't solve it by hate breeding or witch hunting on the famous people's channels, alright? That's just giving them more interaction and making them bigger. You solve it by not paying attention to them, by not subscribing to them, by not clicking on their content, by instead showing that love to yourself and other smaller creators. Because I'm sick of seeing my friends talking about how they're going to give up or they're going to stop for a while because YouTube is such a hellish strain on their mental health. I'm sick of watching people with so much potential being forced to abandon what they love in favor of whatever does the numbers. Like, it's okay to maybe do that once in a while, right? And you can't avoid it sometimes either. But in the end, the responsibility falls on us as a community to decide the direction of this website. You know, as much as Susan and YouTube want us to play the numbers game, they forget that we are the numbers. YouTube used to be broadcast yourself. Now it's just broadcast spilling the tea, it feels like. I want to see this website come back to what people said was the golden era, you know? I want to see this website be what it started out as when I first found it. I know it's impossible to entirely recapture anything that's past. The past is past, that's why it's called the past, right? There's no little time capsule that I can dig up in the middle of nowhere and, you know, re-release old YouTube into the world, but if enough people try, we can rebuild a part of it, even if it's a small part of it. So, in the end, I'm leaving it to you, and me, and everyone else. This is our job and ours alone. I'm ready for this video to get double-digit views itself, but if I can get a few people to listen to this message, a few people to even share this video around and share the message, maybe some good can come of that. And I think for now that'll be enough to satisfy me. Until something bigger happens. So please, if you like this video, if you support the message that I'm trying to send, leave the video a like, subscribe to the channel, comment, do anything. Shit, dislike it, I don't know. I'm usually not so straightforward about this, and I feel like I sound desperate. But it's the only way that I know to get the message out there. I want to give a shout out to my patron, Serpentwined. I want to give a shout out to my Discord server. We just passed 100 members not too long ago, and I haven't gotten a chance to formally say thank you for that either, but please, if you haven't joined, go ahead and hop in. We've got a lot of chill people, and I guarantee you'll find someone to talk to, maybe someone to collab with if you're a smaller creator. Whenever you're watching this, I hope you have a good rest of your day, and even better tomorrow. Help make that better tomorrow. Because I love you. I love all of my audience. And as shitty as it can be, I love this website. And I hope the best for every single one of you. I'll be back soon with whatever I make next. So stay tuned. And until then, bye.
Content!